This is DJB. Welcome to Photo Critic TV, folks. Episode number 23. Good evening, all. Aeron, how's it feel to be back?
I'm back.
After like 2 episodes?
Yep.
You well?
I was sacked. Bad behaviour.
We put him on detention for a while because his behaviour was
What?
just. Quite frankly, I don't even want to talk about it.
Apparently my last 2 critiques weren't up to
It was just,
scratch.
I don't know if you saw episodes 19 and 20, but you don't do that on this show. Just kidding. Folks, 23. If you don't already know, and you want to have your photographs critiqued, just visit www.photocritictv.com, click on click to submit. I'll have a look at your photographs on camera online, like we're doing right now, and you can have a look at my portfolio, www.dgbwarphotography.com. Let's get into it. We've got 2, Helene and Nigel, for episode 23. Let's get into it. First one, from Helene. Welcome back, Helene. It's been a few episodes. Do you remember when we did Helene's one?
No.
Thanks for your help. This guy, I don't even know why he's here. What do you add?
I bring the best critiques in town.
Okay, whatever.
Money can't pay for that. And you don't pay for that.
Maybe, well, when you got that attitude, you know, the only thing you can get paid with is a slap on the face. Let's stop talking crap. Helene, like I was saying, welcome back. Let's get into it. The first one. So Helene is shooting with a Canon 550D in the 18-35? 18-35. I think you might mean 55 because I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as an 18-35. I could be completely wrong, but anyway, whatever. So Helene, your first photograph taken at the Vatican in Italia. Did a little high when I looked back there and there was not a soul behind me. Click. Awesome. Helene, I really like this photograph. Fantastic job. The first thing that strikes me is great lighting, very moody lighting. There's a definite simplicity to this. Like you were just saying, there's nobody around, so we definitely get a sense of that. And it's kind of very calming, I guess. I guess that's the effect that simplicity has. What I would first of all ask you is, like I normally do when people send me black and white photographs, is there any reason why you chose to convert this to black and white? Because I'd be interested to see what it looks like in colour. The reason we convert to black and white is normally to enhance the structure or to hide distracting colours. Most of the time. So I don't know what that would look like in colour, so I can't really comment on that. But things to improve. This is what I can say to you looking at this photograph right now. So I would have actually, the left hand side where we can see the pillars, you can kind of see that they're not going straight up and down, so they're not directly vertical. That's the first thing. And also same thing on the right hand side. So I guess that comes from the perspective that you've chosen to photograph this from, which is fine. It's a great perspective because I think it's leading the viewer's eye into the photograph well. That's cool. What I would have actually done is maybe just move the camera to the right a little bit. Then we could have got the rest of this lamp in. And also we could have almost not included the pillars on the left at all. That would have probably perhaps simplified it a little bit. But that's really all I can think of, Helene. This is a really nice photograph. Very simple, very nice lighting, and nice interesting photograph. Thank you. Let's go to the next one. Helene, let's just read what she said. This is taken in Pisa, Italy. So she was looking for some shade, and really like the way the shot was taken framed with the tourists. Okay, cool. So, yeah, definitely. So you're standing inside some kind of building. Okay, cool. Again, nice photograph. The first thing I noticed actually is that it seems that you kind of cut off the top of the dome of this building here. And I feel like I want to see what the rest of that looked like. The next thing is on the left, there's like a little pillar or some kind of, I don't know what I'd call that, some kind of structure that's going up on the left there that's kind of just in front of the building. I would have actually moved your camera to the right a little bit and not included that, just so that we can see the building itself, the building being the subject. But again, nice shadow, good contrast between the foreground and the background. The background's nice and bright. The tourists up the front are nice and dark and silhouette-y, which is great. I can't think of anything else too bad about this one. But definitely I definitely feel like I want to see more of what the top of this dome looked like. Because it does look like it's cut off a bit early. It's pretty much the only thing, Helene. So, thanks for that. Let's go to photograph 3. Which means it's time for Aeron. OTB on photograph 3. Good sir. How are you? You're doing well, obviously. How was your holiday? How's your 2-episode holiday?
It was good.
What'd you do?
Went away.
Where'd you go?
Not here.
Now, for those of you that don't know, for some reason, on every third photograph, we go to Aeron. Aeron has never seen this photograph before, and I want an off-the-bat OTB opinion, OTB on photograph 3, from Aeron. He's got 7 seconds to look at it and give me his thoughts. You ready?
Yep.
Here you go. 7 seconds. Take your time. Here you go, Helene. Get a pen out. Get ready to take some notes, because this bit is the most important bit of the episode. Here we go. Aeron.
Kid needs a haircut.
The kid needs a haircut?
Yeah.
That kid in the front?
Yep.
He's... Why? His hair's not that out of control, is it?
It's like a hippie.
He looks like a hippie. Helene, I don't know if the kid in the front there is related to you. But, and I think Aeron's exaggerating a little bit here, but looks like a hippie. Useless, mate.
Do I get another 2-episode holiday now?
Yeah. Don't come back. Actually, you can just take the year off. Take next year off.
Come back for the millionth.
Yeah, come back for the millionth. Okay, so Helene, this photograph, I would say here, why did you use black and white? Is there any particular reason why you chose black and white? And I just forgot to ask you about black and white for the previous one as well. But I think with the previous one, yes, there's a lot of contrast going on, which is good. So black and white will help to enhance that. Go back to the third one. So black and white, indoor. Let me just give some more details about this photograph. Taken in the Galway pub in Ireland. Okay, so that is your son. You've just insulted Helene's son. How do you feel about that? Helene, while Aeron's thinking about that, I'll apologise on his behalf. Your son is not a hippie. What do you got to say for yourself?
No. I stand by my opinion.
Okay. So, oh my goodness, I need to take a quick drink break. Guys, hang on, check this out. If you wanna invest in a good wine, this is a $14 bottle of Sauvignon Blanc from Matua Valley, New Zealand. Very nice. Let me just get to this. I'm holding this like a complete retard, by the way. Okay, so Helene, third photograph. The first thing I'm going to ask you is this. Why did you use black and white? And secondly, what's actually your subject? Because to me here, it's quite confusing whether this photograph is about your son's experience. So we can kind of tell that he's standing there and he's looking at the guy playing the banjo-like instrument. But also, we don't know whether it's about the guy playing the instrument. So I think if you wanted it to be more about your son, which I think is what you've written here. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to get. I would have actually placed him a little bit more to the left, and we can't see the expression on his face at all. It's really just the back of his head. So it's hard to tell what he's thinking about what's going on in the room. That's the first thing. If you were just trying to take a photograph of the guy playing the instrument, then I would have actually obviously just moved your son out of the way altogether, but I don't think that's the case here. The other thing is it's very kind of busy, this photograph. There's a lot happening here, and I'm finding that I don't really have anything to lock onto. So I think somehow you need to simplify a little bit. And I wouldn't have, I mean, these people that are sitting in the back right-hand corner here, I think to me, and there's kind of half a person standing on the far right, I would have just framed them out of the photograph altogether because they're taking away from your son's experience. So simplify. I think we definitely need to simplify. This photograph would be stronger if we could see more of your son's face and less of the rest of the room, I think. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks, Helene. Let's go to the next one. Nigel. Nigel's from Brisbane, photographing an Olympus E510. And photos are shot in model's home using natural available light. Now, Nigel, before I continue, you sent me 3 photographs here. So I'm going to choose one of these because some of them, they're quite explicit. Which is fine if you're trying to do that in a kind of like an artsy kind of way or whatever, but I just don't think I can put them on the website. That's cool. Let me go to the last one from yourself, Nigel. So, okay. I love the use of ambient light, natural light. I'm a big fan of it normally. I hate flashes, so excellent work with that. And this particular photograph, I think the lighting is really nice. You've done well with hiding certain parts in shadows and bringing out the important parts using the light. We can tell there's a nice window or something that you're getting the light source from. The only thing I would probably say is this photograph is on a little bit of an angle. I would have been interested to see what this would look like if the room was straight. That's the first thing. The other thing is, the cat in the bottom left here, I can't really tell it's a cat. It just kind of looks like a ball of fur in a cat-like shape. So
isn't that obvious that it's a cat then?
Well, it doesn't look enough like a cat to be a cat.
Well, you knew it was a cat.
Yeah, because I was sitting there going, it couldn't really be anything else. What else would it be?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I swear to God. He makes a fair point, but at the same time, I feel like we need to... This cat needs to be in a different pose so that we can really work out more easily what it is. I think that's what I'm trying to say after all that. So, nice photograph though, Nigel. As I said, really like the use of ambient light, good use of light and shadows, and I like the kind of sepia tone that does add a bit of a mood, and I think if that's the style that you're going for, then great. You've done that well. Thanks. I don't think I can think of anything else. Cool. That's it. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you, Helene. That's it for episode 23. I'll see you in 24. Catch you next time.